What's the mental health support team?
First, let me tell you why I needed their help. I didn't want to go to school. I was scared the work would be too hard and the other children might be mean and wouldn't play with me. I didn't know how to explain my worries to my parents and other grown-ups, so they just kept growing bigger and bigger. I think my teacher could tell something was wrong. My big worries were making me sad at school, and I was getting angry with my work. They were all I could think about. My teacher spoke to Mum and Dad. He told them about someone who might help me to understand and manage my big worries.
What happened next? Who did you speak to?
Me and Mum spoke with Jane, the education mental health practitioner. I've seen her helping people at school. Mum and Jane started talking right away. When they talked, Mum would tell me all about the things they discussed. When it was my turn to talk to Jane, it was hard to talk about my big worries at first to someone new. Each time they talked, we learned new ways to make my worries clearer. But they knew I didn't want to be angry, and that I would only cry and shout because I didn't know how to talk about my big feelings. She also helped us think about things I was good at, which made me feel loads better. Jane said, even if you think your problems aren't as big as others, it's good to talk, and it's okay to not be okay.
That's so cool that they could help you like that. What else did your mum do with Jane?
It really was, and it gets better. Jane was super nice and really smiley. Me and Mum agreed that she had lots of great ideas to make my worries feel smaller, like thinking about the world around me when I felt sad or angry, or listening to my favourite music or nice sounds. I've realised all the things I found scary before weren't so scary after all. I used my drawings to explain my feelings better, which was great because I love to draw and I didn't need to use words to help get my feelings out. Thanks to Jane and Mum, I don't worry so much about going to school, and I feel okay asking for help, and I don't think people are being mean to me at playtime anymore. I have more fun and less worries. I don't get as muddled up when I talk to Mum and Dad or other grown-ups about my feelings now. It's easier. Jane listened to everything my mum and I had to say about my problems, and we thought of ways to make them seem tiny so I could deal with them. The experience made me feel stronger. I made posters of how to manage my big feelings from the talks Mum and Jane had, that I still look at to help when I have a bad day.
It doesn't just stop there, right? What happened in the end?
In our last session, we talked about all the things I've learned. It was really helpful. Speaking with her that last time, I realised I'm much better at facing my fears and managing my worries, and I feel way better now. I feel good knowing if my big worries ever start growing again, I'm able to tell my mum, and we can arrange to go and see Jane again if we need to. Now, I'm not worried about my work at school, and I'm much happier when I play with all my friends. My family and everyone else say they're really proud of how far I've come. I'm proud of myself too.
So, if I ever have big feelings like you, can I go and speak to someone like Jane?
Definitely! It's the best thing we ever did to help with my big worries.